Of our three royal sisters in folklore, Éire protects our land, Banba sees to our defense, and Fodhla to scholarship. What they do, as set down by the ancients, is necessary for our security. But from where did we originate? As early Proto-Celts, we were emigrating from our first homeland, the Urheimat north of the Black Sea, about 3,500 BC. Linguistic archaeology testifies to bonds with other Indo-Europeans. Through pristine lands, Proto-Celts and Germans went west, and Proto-Indo-Iranians and Celts went east. In Ireland, Ra Cruachan, the fort of Cruachan, is a complex of archaeological sites near Tulsk, in the county Roscommon. It contains the oldest and largest unexcavated royal site in Europe. There are many references to it in Irish medieval manuscripts. The archaeology dates from the Neolithic period, or New Stone Age, to the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, and through to the early medieval period. A staggering 5,500 years is covered, going back to before the Celts came here. The Ra Cruachan mound is a massive Bronze Age monument said to have been the palace of Medb, legendary queen of Connacht. It is as big as Newgrange, about 90 meters across. The nearby Cave of the Cats, or Wainagat, is a place of both birth and death. The entrance is a simple gash in the ancient hills. The cave was the sacred birthplace of Medb. It is held to be an entrance to the underworld, the inhabitants of which can lure mortals to their doom. In a site close to Ra Cruachan stands the Bronze Age Carn Free. Carn means burial mound in Irish. Carn Free is the burial mound of the Connacht warrior Freke. He was the stepson of Queen Medb. In medieval times, Carn Free was also used as an inauguration mound for the O'Connor kings of Connacht. In the neighbouring mound of Celts, Duma Selga, St. Patrick baptized the O'Brien princes of Connacht. After the fall of Rome, however, many thousands of our monks, called the Saints and Scholars, helped reintroduce Latin-based culture in Europe. They laboured as far east as Kiev, which was then under the Vikings. With the passage of time, a cruel history buried our heroic scholars, leaving Gaelic people with no independent group identity. It is remote, but our Gaelic community is vibrant. Old European links are treasured, most especially those with France and Germany. You might like to receive an honorary citizenship of the Napoleonic Republic of Connacht, or an honorary doctorate from the Schotten Cloister of Ratisbon, once staffed from Irish monasteries near our people. Robust Gaelic values endure. Celtic culture, if unfettered, has been popular across the globe because it balances sound practice and joyful endeavour. Celtic languages are descended from Proto-Celtic, a branch of the Indo-European family. In the first millennium BC, Celtic languages were spoken in much of Europe and Asia Minor. In 2011, German experts examined the grave of an aristocratic Celtic woman in the Danube's Celtic heartlands. The oak wood of the floor was dated, indicating that the woman passed away in 609 BC. In 2015, archaeologists in France excavated the burial chamber of a wealthy Celtic prince from around 500 BC. The site held his chariot, a decorated bronze cauldron, a vase depicting the Greek god of wine and ecstasy, Dionysus, and other artifacts. Irish and Breton are cousin languages. Tocharians migrated from Western Eurasia to China's Tarim Basin as early as 2000 BC, where the unique Tarim mummies are found. The Tocharian language, identified as Indo-European, was spoken in the Silk Road area. Tocharian is seen as related to Proto-Celtic. In the Taklamakan Desert, in the Tarim Basin, a male mummy with European features was dated to be around 3,000 years old. In 2007, his DNA showed that he had Celtic origins. Similarly, a female mummy, the Lady of Éire, had light brown hair, brushed and braided, looking like it was brushed and braided for her funeral only yesterday. Today, Irish-Chinese contacts have been. 2 all-Chinese college Gaelic football teams have been set up in Beijing and Shanghai. The Chinese New Year festivals in Dublin and elsewhere go from strength to strength. Chinese groups who come to Cahru Haig, the district of the Taidig family poets to the kings of Connacht, may be enrolled in the Order of the Red Branch Knights and pay respect to Éire, princess of the ancient kingdom of Khotan, Xinjiang.